Of course, those of you guys who are familiar with the brainstorming streams, you know that these are kind of random. They're kind of whenever I can play. They're kind of whenever I can do things. And this one is actually going to be shorter than the last ones, or going to be shorter than the previous ones, because I have to be very careful about what I show you, because I don't want to spoil anything in the future episodes. So let's just summarize this stream by saying we have one objective, and that is to build a craft that hauls all the things that I need it to haul specifically and get it to Minmus. We're not going to go to Minmus with the craft today because that would spoil things for the future episode. We're actually not even going to make a maneuver to Minmus because that would spoil the future episode. But I can show you, and we can manufacture things, and I will be stepping around my words a bit. So if there's like, why is he being so vague about this? That's why. So FYI, for everyone who's watching this, welcome to the stream. Hi. If I don't really tell you something that I would normally want to tell you, or you ask a question and I don't really answer it and I kind of just ignore it, it's probably because doing so or saying so would spoil a future episode, and I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and jump in to the save. I know Kerbin's all messed up. I just shut the game down. I was in the middle of recording something, and then I was like, I need to build another... We need... See, I'm already doing it. We have to build another craft. It's a necessity that we do it right now. I can't wait. I have to do it right now. I'm in a limited time window. So, yeah, and you guys are going to help me do it. Throughout the course of the stream... you guys who are there right now, awesome. You guys who are here now can tell people in the future if they show up. This stream is not going to have my face cam in it for the vast majority of the time. I am going to be removing my face cam because the footage that we use in this stream is going to be directly relayed into the next episode. So I don't want the face cam in there for the episode. So just an FYI. So we're going to go to the vehicle assembly building. How much time do I have here? I have until 3, so I need to do this within an hour. So this stream is going to last about an hour. It's going to be a shorter one. So welcome, guys. City Aperture, Samurai Rodan, Jacob Moberly, John. Good to see you. Krios, Matthias, Masic. I don't know how to say your name. I've tried so many different ways. It's just not flowing. LMAO, and Aaron of Rohan. Nice. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Okay, so like I said before, for those of you guys who are just showing up, this stream is we're going to build one craft. It has to haul... Again, I'm going to be sidestepping around my words here and being very vague with the description a little bit because I don't want to spoil a future episode. But let's just say that we have to build a craft that has and brings all of the supplies and all of the things that I need it to bring, and we need to put it into space. And it also needs to contain 2 base modules, or 2 of the ground base modules that were not in the plane in the episode that published today. If you have not seen the episode that published today, well, you should go watch it. But other than that, I'm not going to spoil anything from that episode, really, because it's kind of like a collage. But okay, and if you're just joining us, just know that the face cam is going off right about now. If anyone asks why is there no face cam in the comments, you can tell them it's because this footage is going into the actual episode, and I don't want face cam footage in the episodes, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so let's get started building this thing. Now, the first thing we're going to want to build... Or the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the subassembly for the medical facility, Minmus Medical. We're going to start with this subassembly. So this is a base module that's really long. It's a little longer than the other ones because of the chemical tanks that are here. Chemicals are a necessary component to manufacturing material kits, and we have to be able to store them. And we cannot store chemicals in the big tanks that I had in the... I guess at the front of this episode that just published today, the base that we've been building in the last brainstorming streams. Funny, Hogan, you're very funny. That's very good. Yes. So we're gonna start with this, and actually, I wasn't actually recording anything, so I have to actually record this. Otherwise my plans are ruined. So okay, now that I'm actually recording something, Actually, am I actually recording? Are we still live? Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh, what have I done? No, I haven't ruined anything. The stream might jump up and down. It's possible that the stream's health will be in jeopardy from this. It is possible, but we'll see. So this is going to be a time lapse, and I'm going to time lapse this part. But I'm going to show you guys here. So if people want to see the build and all that stuff, then they can watch the stream. If they don't care, then they can see the probably 1.5 minutes that this is going to be on screen in the episode. So okay, so Mimbus Medical. This is the module we're going to be playing around with. I need to get this as well as there was another part. I don't want to spoil anything. Gosh, how do I say this without spoiling something? I don't think I can. I'm just gonna have to. It's gonna have to be one of those things where I'm like, just trust me. Or maybe the people who are at the streams get the insider scoop. You know, that could be happening too. Now, first off, these. Nope. I can't. Nope. All right, fine. I can say a few things, I guess. Yeah. So the symmetry mode on these wheels is wrong. It needs to not be like that. It needs to be the other way. The problem with this, yeah, I need him to go like this. This is the right way for this. So you'll see that later. That will matter, all right? It will matter. I swear it's not like a hoax. It's gonna matter. Let's put this here like this. I'll put this here like this. I think that's probably lining up, right? I can't tell, but I think that's good. If it's not, then there'll be a slight tilt on the unit while it's moving around, and I don't care. So it's fine. Just as long as it's above, oh yeah, well above the legs. And it needs to be, I think, a little bit lower, actually, because I don't want it to mess with the engine. Can move that too low. There we go. Okay, so let's see. How do I want to approach this? So we need to. God, there's just no way to talk. There's no way to say it. This has a flexitube, yes. This has a flexitube, yes. This has a habitation module on both sides, right? Habitation, yes, and habitation on this side. Come on. Where is it? Yes, okay. And they're kind of sucked in a little bit. Yep, the wheels need to be sucked in a bit too. So let's just kind of suck those in. Do they need to be, though? They don't really need to be like the other ones because we're not actually putting this in a cargo bay this time. We're not sending this up in a plane. So I don't think they really need to be pulled in all that much. The main reason of pulling them in before was because of the cargo bay. So that's good. Now, we have colony supplies here. That will be important. And we need to bring more regular supplies as well for like foods and stuff. So how am I going to fit that on this? I don't want this to be super huge, but at the same time, if I take the thrust to weight ratio of this, it's still 7. So it's not a big deal. And 500 delta V is more than I need to land it. So I think it'll be fine if I just maybe pick this up. Oops. Oh, this is the root part. I need to reroute this. Let's have this be the root part. All right, then let's pick this up. We'll copy this tank. This is all temporary fixes. I don't like how big this is. Since this is so big like this now, though, no, because I want this to be the top. This has to be the top of it. And then let's actually change the texture to be like white. White? Or maybe we want something a bit more flashy. Like a gold. You know what? We're gonna have it be gold. this stuff eventually gets broken down. All this stuff eventually gets broken down. But we get colony supplies, and then the other one. Oh, you know what? I can't actually. I don't need this, actually. I don't need this. I need this. We're going to put this on the side like this, though. Like, maybe like this. Okay. I'm just observing. I'm thinking about something really quick. Okay, I think I'm just going to do an adapter. I'm trying to make this more complicated than it needs to be. Let's just do this as an adapter. I think it's this one. Adapter here. Ooh, now there's an idea. Oh, I don't need the extra supplies if I... No, I'm going to bring the extra supplies anyway. Okay, so we have this, and then we want a docking port. Docking port. I need a regular one. Regular size docking port. Here we go. Can't spoil. Can't spoil. Let's just say I have something I need to dock to, and it's that size. There you go. That's the information you get in this stream. All will make sense. All will be revealed in the next episode. Hopefully this stream health isn't too bad. It looks like it might be bad. I am sorry. I am sorry that if it is bad. I do not intend for it to be bad, but because I am recording this as well, I need it to be 60 frames per second, and the stream does not like me pushing it out at 60 frames per second. How about I take and stream at a different bit rate? Can I do that? Can I maybe just lower this to like 6K? I don't know if that will make a difference, but if the stream is bad, let me know in the comments. I'm not entirely sure what I can do about it because I'm streaming at a higher frame rate than I normally like to. But I record at 60 FPS, I stream at 30 because I don't like this deal. So, okay, YouTube is just lying to me then. Great. Okay, so we have the fuel that we need, which now it only has 404 meters per second. Oh, this tank needs to not be colony supplies. It is going to change to be regular old supplies. And let's fill it up. Okay. So we've got supplies here. We've got colony supplies here. We've got liquid fuel and oxidizer here. I'm wondering if I should replace this tank with a larger one just to give me a bit more fuel. And you know what? I don't think having more fuel is ever a bad thing. If you have the thrust to weight ratio that's as high as this one, I think we can afford more fuel. So maybe we'll use one of these. Will this give me more fuel? No, it actually gives me less. It's way more stylish though, isn't it? Doesn't that look better? I think it does. It's okay. It doesn't need to look better, it just needs to work. Maybe we try... I don't think there is another size tank. That's the thing. I think I just need 2 of these. 805 meters per second. I guess that's fine. Yeah, I guess that's fine. It looks so silly. I hate how big this is. It's going to be a terrible experience trying to drive this on the surface, but it's it needs to be. What are we building? Well, we're building another module that's going to be part of the station. But along with this module, I need to bring some things with me, and I will tell you what those things are, but it would spoil the next episode. But let's just say there are certain things I need, and I need them right now. Like, I can't just be like, yeah, I'll get them eventually. Like, they need to be now. And I'm in a limited time window, so I am gonna do it now. And I thought I would just do it in a live stream, and I only have an hour, so whatever I can get done in an hour, that's what you guys get to see. So I think this is gonna be good for this. We'll just kind of pick this up. It's gonna look silly launching like that, but I actually wanted to kind of bring another module too. I wanted to bring 2. I'm wondering if I can afford to do that. Let's save this as Minmus Medical launch. and we'll save that as this. Then I want to make a new one. I think I can't tell if I want a colon. I know what it's called. I do know English. A kerbitat, or if I want a colonization module. I'm trying to see the differences between them, I guess. This has... I need habitation. Like, habitation is such a big thing. This has a power coupler. Oh, it's power distribution units. Yes, PDU, not PSU. Totally said that wrong. Yeah. Totally said that wrong. So in the episode when I said it's a PSU, I meant a PDU. There you go. But this is a power coupler. It just receives things. This is going to take colony supplies. What does it do? It only supports a single KERBAL. Minimum crew to operate must include a pilot. It's a living module. To where the kerbitat, I think, is a better fit. The kerbitat takes 2 capacity. And it does, 2 KERBAL months. Ugh, I need to expand this for more than 2 months. I need, like, more habitation on this base. Really bad. There's, like, no way to do it, too. Like, I think I'm going to have to adjust this mod. Play with the values, because... Like, a colonization module, you would think, oh, yeah, there's, longer terms, designed for longer term settlements. Provides ample room and amenities for long-term habitation. Okay. What kind of habitation does it do? How does it help my KERBALs? Doesn't say. It's a life support extender. I think this actually has the capability of bringing a KERBAL back from like being a tourist and bringing them back to work. I think that's what this does. And then the medical bay, I thought that's what the medical bay did. Yeah, when KERBALs become homesick, simply transfer them to the medical bay, and any scientist in your crew can help them become happy and healthy once again. Only works on KERBALs inside the module, consumes colony supplies. Includes medical facilities for 2 KERBALs at a time. That's what this does, right? Medbay, life support extender. So what does the colonization module do? I feel like they're not doing just the same thing, except this does it for 1. I don't know. Like there's no real solid difference in this stuff here. This will create higher, this will improve the recyclers for life support supplies. This also has the ability to, I don't know, it takes water or something. Resource cost. So I can have a purifier and recycle water, which is good. Which is probably what I want, actually. The onboard purifier would be nice because the water that I'm pumping from the ground will actually help out. 2 KERBAL months for habitation. I feel like that's not enough, but all right, 60 days is gonna have to do. So we'll take a KERBATAP. All right, so yeah, we'll take a KERBATAT, and then we're gonna want to load it up with like all the same stuff we had before. So why don't I instead grab a subassembly? Just grab like the Pioneer one. Actually, the Pioneer one has the drills, and I don't think this needs drills. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Should we put drills on it? Might be a good idea. Let's take this away. Maybe we will put drills on this. I mean, it never hurts to have too many drills, right? You just have to be able to support it with power. I don't know. Let's reroute the part to be like, I don't know, this one, I guess. And then we can take this off, stick it under here, then reroute the whole thing back to being here. I think maybe it'll be okay. It's got the mech jib on it. That's good. We're going to need that. Yeah. And then this will have the stack separator at the top. Because we don't need... Oh, I still need the engine. Engine and the wheels. Engine and wheels are good things. Now that symmetry mode is messed up again. I don't want it to be on this side. I want it to be like this. Yep, all right. So you'll see in the next episode, not the one that was published today, obviously. When I say next, I'm referring to ones that are not public. You'll see in the next one, there's a problem with our symmetry on the wheels, and it's kind of affects the mission a little bit. Kind of annoying, but got it taken care of on this one. Let's see. There, I spoiled something. You happy? It's a really, really minor detail. Let's go like low profile engine. Where are you? Here you are. Stick that on the bottom. 772 meters per second. Sounds like a plan. We have the Kerbatat here. Now, what would the Kerbatat have on it, on board? Probably not material kits. We could put polymers. We are going to need polymers to create material kits. So we have chemicals on the other one, polymers here. We'll need a container to hold metallic ore. So maybe we do that on the Kerbatat. Haul metallic ore here, but then we need another container to haul metals though. So we're just gonna keep piling on containers. I really think it's probably better to get another container of material kits. All of this stuff gets broken down. We'll leave this one. This is the one that will stay, so polymers will stay. This one is gonna get broken down, but we'll have this be material kits for now. Or specialized parts. I wonder if... Hold on, does specialized parts, is that a requirement for like everything? Let me see. Let's get this done. This is gonna be a subassembly. We're gonna go to coupling, stack separator here. And then this will be the root part. Yep. Is that everything I want to put on this? I feel like there's room for more. I feel like there's room for more. So, Jonathan asked what adds material kits and stuff. Material kits are a material that is in the base game. That's stock. Material kits are stock. However, their usage has been changed by extraplanetary launch pads, which is the construction mod and stuff that I'm going to be using. And that has been changed by extraplanetary launch pads because I also have USA colonization installed. And so USA colonization utilizes material kits differently for construction when you have extraplanetary launch pads installed. Normally, extraplanetary launch pads, which is what the mod we would use. I'm just going to say EL because it's easier to say. Normally, EL uses materials called rocket parts, and you would build rocket parts, or you would manufacture rocket parts from raw resources, and then you could apply rocket parts to build crafts in space. Because I have UKS installed, aka USI colonization, because I have that installed, instead of rocket parts, we're using the base stock material kits and specialized parts to manufacture things instead. So this craft, for example, if I wanted to build this on the surface of Minmus, if I wanted to manufacture this vessel, I don't want to launch it, I want to build it right on the surface of Minmus. If I wanted to do that, it would require that I have, I don't know how to read this. I think it's 1,000 units. So it would require that I have almost, this can't be right. It has to be more than this. There's no way that building this would only take 12,000 material kits. I just don't believe it. I think this is wrong. I don't know how to read this. KU. 12 tons, basically, of material kits. What does that translate into? I don't know. Because, is that what this is? Is this 4.5 KU? Is that what this is? Because if that's the case, like, I feel like I have enough material kits, you know? Like, I feel like, yeah, this material kits, I currently have material kits in the container that equals 4.5 KU. It requires 11 KU. Okay, so this whole vessel to build, now that's with these tanks empty, to build it with the tanks empty. When you build a craft, all of the resource tanks are empty when you build it. So there's no fuel, there's no material kits, no colony supplies, all that stuff. That stuff, polymers, whatever this is, that stuff doesn't exist when you build it in space. You actually have to put it in. And that's like, you know. Viago, why are you saying material kits aren't stock? I thought for sure that they were stock. I was so confident that they were stock. Like I had like such a big level of confidence in that being a stock resource. But you know what? Like, I haven't played stock KSP in forever, so I'm probably wrong. Either way, if you have USA colonization installed, you'll have material kits. That'll be something you'll have. I'm gonna suck this in just a little bit because why not? Because it needs to be sucked in a little bit. Let's go like this. That actually doesn't line up. Let's further back. The line goes, this purple line goes right behind this block. So if I put the purple line right behind the block on this one, that should be lined up. Cool. Okay, so I think these two are all set then. I feel like I'm missing resources. Like I have the opportunity to put more resources on this than I should. I just don't know what. Like more power? That's boring. There's gotta be something else, right? Let's see if there's any other resources we might want to have. Actually, well, I don't want to stack a whole tower of resources, but it's kind of warranted. We can do a temporary solution, like have metals be here. Metallic ore here, and then polymers are here, and material kits are here. So we'll have metallic ore and polymer storage. Medical will have the chemical storage. Then we have material kit storage, obviously. So we can continuously mine metallic ore, polymers. Oh, we can't mine polymers. We have to create. See, this the thing is I don't have the resource tanks. I need the resource tanks up there before I can build any of this stuff. And if I'm gonna have the resource tanks, I might as well just not have them here. There's no point in buying them here. I'm not gonna bother with it. No, I'm not gonna bother with it. Let's just haul more material kits up. Because you need the other resources. You need these resources to make material kits. But, like, I'm just gonna have material kits. That's fine. Or specialized parts. I think we're gonna need specialized parts to build things. But again, I can do the containers for that. Okay, so this is probably good for this thing. Let's I need to resave this as a subassembly, right? I think I do. Where is... Did I save it already? I did, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Doesn't look like I did. Okay. Well, make sure this is the root part. It is. It's good. It is the root part. Guess I have to choose a different part and then reselect. There we go. Okay, now take the root part here, drag it over here, and name this Minmus Kerbitat. Okay, now we should be able to load up. Instead of your silly tower rover, use your train trailer for the resources. I will be using the trailer, but I can't do that right now. I have to have the resources on board. Unless you think I should ship my rover up there, which I'm not going to. I'm going to build the rover on the surface. It's like to build this, for example. Let's go to the spaceplane hangar parts. If I wanted to build this. let's say I want to build this on the surface, right? The surface of Minmus. Well, it will take 12,000 material kits, and it looks like 800 specialized parts to build this. Great. Awesome. I could totally do that. I actually am surprised at how few material kits this stuff takes. This takes a lot less than I thought it would. This has 21,600. This has 21,600. Yep, so that's what it is. 11,500 material kits and 800 specialized parts will build this empty. That's impressive, actually. Ah, that's impressive. Okay, well, we are gonna do that, but I'm not gonna do it, like, I'm not gonna do this here. I'm gonna ship my other modules up first. So let's ship my other modules up. Of course, if we can really do that, if we can really build this whole thing with just that many material kits, wouldn't it make more sense to just send like a big block of material kits up there and just drop it down next to the base? I almost feel like that would make more sense. Rather than shipping the modules up, we could just build them there. And then we have the storage tanks for material kits still on the ground. What would that take? If I wanted this big ass container for material kits, right? This big ass container right here. Right here. If I wanted this big ass container and I filled it up to have 128,000 material kits on it, I feel like I could just build my whole base. This one supply. Isn't that how that would work? Couldn't I just build the whole base with this? It's 300,000 for this. It's so expensive. It's also super heavy. It's 144 tons. But if I just sent this, the thing is though, it's gonna take a long time to manufacture the stuff. That's the only thing stopping me is the time. I'm on a time crunch. I can't do that right now. I'm on a time crunch. We gotta do it the other way. Okay, so we'll look into that. That's not a bad idea to send a whole bunch up there, but we'll look into that. I need. Where is it? Minmus. Where are you? Didn't I just saved it, didn't I? I did save the thing I was building, right? Minmus medical launch, that's what it was. Minmus medical launch. Here it is, okay. I know it looks ridiculous. That's okay. It's about to get more ridiculous. We're gonna go sub-assemblies, and we're gonna take KERBAL right here. Stick KERBAL right there. Okay. That's what we need to send up there. These two modules need to be sent up. And I kind of thinking I'm gonna need some, you know what, I could actually, let's do monopropellant, because I need to dock this, so let's get some monopropellant on this. We'll just do radial tanks for that. And all this stuff gets broken down later anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Let's do, oh, I see YouTube comments. Not the live chat, the actual video comments. Ah, see, somebody figured it out. See? See? Somebody figured it out. Somebody on the channel figured out what it was that we're doing. Everybody's gonna go, what? There's comments on the video? Where? You don't get to see it because it's held for review. YouTube chat picked it up as spam, and it's been held for review. But the comment totally does. They totally figured it out. Okay, so anyway, let's I think I'm just gonna strap a big rocket to the bottom of this and just blast it into space. I feel like that's the answer to everything in the world. It's just blasting it up into space. So we are gonna disable the motors. All the motors get disabled. And they have to be in symmetry mode the proper way. Then we need a separator. Probably a decoupler, actually. This one ought to do it, I think. That would pretty much ensure that we... Yeah, that'd be fine. John. He was in the military. Not everything is... Alright, never mind. Alright, let's go with... How about... I'm just thinking out loud. These streams are very unorganized, so, you know, if you guys haven't figured that out by now. Not a whole lot of organization to them. Is this gonna work? It's a bit long. This whole thing is a bit long. But it's gonna be okay. I don't know if this is enough. I'm gonna go with probably no. But let's put on a big engine and see what we get. Not even close. Not even remotely close. Okay. No, yeah, we don't want any crossfeed here. This has half full of solid fuel. Could do a little bit more. Why not? I think I'm gonna need a bigger. I'm gonna need a bigger tank and a bigger engine. So let's do a bigger tank and a bigger engine. We're gonna take one of these adapter tanks, like that, and then one of these tanks. Nope, not that one. This one. And if I did that, what does that get me? Actually, I don't need that. I don't need two of those if I just use one of these. And then if I take the engines and go like a mammoth, maybe? What's the ISP on this? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's still not enough. So we're gonna need boosters, I guess. Boosters it is. Boosters it is. Thrust to weight ratio is pretty good, but we need more boosters. Let's do decoupling, or radial decouplers. Let's do the triple packed ones so we really make sure we can get them out of there. Probably do 4 of them. Symmetrically like that, I think. And then how about we... I can't decide if I want fuel tanks and other engines or if I want boosters. I think I want boosters, but I'm just not sure. If I was to put in some of these heavy lifts, see the ISP on these is terrible, but they're so cheap, you know? Like, they're so cheap. This is $1,100. Like, it's so cheap to put these on. They're not big enough though. I need bigger ones. Bigger boosters. Like this one. These are bigger boosters. Not enough though. Alright, how about like one of these? No. Where's the big ones? Kickbacks. No. I want big boosters. Do I not have that mod installed anymore? I don't think I do. That's more like it. That is closer. We're getting somewhere now. So I think if I did that with another tank, raise it up. If I do that with another tank and this, is that too absurd? Am I getting too ahead? Am I getting crazy now? Am I just getting ridiculous? It's got a 34. Oh, I'm at Mimus. Okay, never mind. That's better. It's got a 1.7 thrust to weight ratio, and it gives us enough delta V to get into space, into orbit. God, it's so long. Get into space, into orbit, and headed towards Minmus, but it won't give us enough to transfer to Minmus. It won't give us enough to transfer. See, this is why I kind of wanted to just do this all on a plane, you know? If I did this all on a plane, then this would be my payload. And just stick it in a cargo bay and go, you know? Way easier. And more affordable. We're gonna recover all this stuff anyway. Like, this stuff gets recovered, so I'm not super concerned about it. What is the thrust to weight ratio of just this? 1.03 on the surface. That's actually pretty good. Because by the time it needs to do it alone, it'll already be well up in the air, I would think. Maybe we do 6-way on the boosters. This gives me a supercharged thrust to weight ratio, but another thing it gives me, if I can get this on here, about like that. Another thing it gives me though, is it gives me enough delta V to get to min-miss, which is a very important part of this equation. Yeah, it does. It does give me enough. But what if it doesn't give me enough? That's the question. Like, what if it doesn't? How about we strap, we have the thrust to weight ratio, right? That's good. We have more than enough. So, how's about we strap some more fuel on this? We have the thrust. Now let's add some more fuel. We're gonna go, what are we gonna do here? How about these, you know what? These fuel tanks are actually pretty good. I'm actually curious on what I get if I do this instead. How much does this cost? This is $356. And it gives me barely enough to reach min-miss, but maybe not enough to circularize the burn and then get down to the surface, which is kind of the important part. If I was to instead do something like this. Not 6 of them. That's a bit absurd. I wanted maybe 4. 4 would be good. If I did 4 of these and then put on like a really efficient engine. I mean, the mainsail's not bad. The Mammoth is better. What's the other one? The other one is I'm thinking of another one. It's called a twin bore. Where's that? It's hard to tell what it is by the picture. And it's always hiding. Always hides from me. There it is. Thing is terrible. What's the ISP on this? Oh, it's 280. That's actually less efficient. Hang on. Okay, maybe not that one then. All right, can we put a Mammoth on this? It's a 275. 280. Man, Mammoths are really efficient. I never really realized it, but like Mammoths are really efficient. Kind of clipping through the tank here though. It's way expensive. It's way more money. And it doesn't give us any more, it's way more money and it doesn't give us any more delta V. Okay, fine. Not gonna work. So, we just do that then. Let's test flight this and see if it works. We are going to need, to do that, we are going to need, well, first off, where in the world is my center of mass at? It's gotta be abysmal. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Center of mass is pretty bad. If I was to take this away though, it moves up to a more reasonable level. Okay, that's good. I'm okay with it. If it's gonna be bad near the surface, if it's gonna be bad when we're closer to the surface, I think I could deal with that. And if I want to really deal with it, I could just move these boosters higher. Like move them up to like here. That would help fix it too. We're gonna need a few things. I'm gonna need wings to stabilize. Or stabilizers, I guess, to stabilize. Reflective areas, only no. I want the ones that actually have the whole wing moving. This ought to work. Nope, that's the one that doesn't move the whole way. This one moves this one moves the whole way. Is that overkill? I think that might be a bit overkill. Plus this, yeah. I think we need smaller ones, and we just need to go 6-way and alternate between each of the boosters. So if I go maybe like, I wish there were smaller ones. Like smaller ones for that. Because those are too big. Like, can't I have a nice stabilizer that's... these are winglets. No. What? Where's this one? If I could have a stabilizer that was this size, that would be awesome. But I don't. I get these winglets, and that's just... ugh. I don't like them. I guess we'll just go 6-way with the double deluxe. No, that's the wrong one too. Where is it? This one. That's the one I'm looking for. I mean, it's so small, you know? Like, it's just too small. I wonder if a canard would work better. Probably not. Or maybe it would just... I don't know. I'm not getting what I want. I guess I'm gonna go with the winglets, and I just won't have the stabilizer function. Guess I'll just do this. I guess that'll be fine. And then I'll put the deluxe winglet on the backs of this. On the back of this thing. Yeah, I'll put it on the backs of these. I don't know how that will help us, but it will. We're just gonna say that it will. Okay, stage recovery. Make sure we can recover these stages. We are gonna want to... I think probably these double chutes. Nope, they're not big enough. How about we do one of these big ones? Also not big enough. These things are bigger than I thought they were. Okay, one of these caps. Probably too good, right? You're not gonna calculate? You're not gonna calculate? Why not? I think these are messed up. I don't think these... Huh. It's almost like it didn't register that there were even... Is the stage recovery mod not gonna work? It's not working. Hold on. Let's put these on. I know these will probably be needed. Right under the logo. Let's save this. Oh, hang on. Move this up here. Staging just keeps getting messed up. Actually, this is a really long tank to take all the way to Minmus. So probably what's a better option or a better idea is to take this off. Bring in another tank like maybe like this. Actually, this can act as our monopropellant supply as well. 200 ought to do it. But I don't need monopropellant on this one. I need it on the other one. So that, never mind. Maybe we put this on there and then we stick like a poodle on it on this. A Shiba. No, a poodle, please. Where is it? Poodle, where are you? This is pretty efficient, actually. We just do that. We'll use this engine to circularize our orbit around Minmus and start to lower ourselves down. And then when we circularize our orbit around Minmus at like say maybe 10K, then we'll separate and these things can lower themselves and do their own thing. That's probably the way to go on this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So let's take coupling. I want another one of these. It does mean we're gonna have space junk. However, we could probably get around the space junk problem if we... I think we can actually... Sort engines by mass. Oh. Yes, that would probably be easier, wouldn't it? That's a functionality that I just completely overlooked all the time. And look, there's the twin bore near the bottom. Good call. But that also sorts everything else by mass too. I'm thinking about a whole bunch of stuff here. Oh, something else we didn't do, and like I'm gonna do that before we launch, obviously, is I didn't put any modules on the Kerbatat. I left it bare, which was a mistake. So let's fix that mistake. We're gonna need 2 flexotubes. Flexotube. Flexotube, where are you, my flexotube? Do I really need to... I wish USI was categorized better. I think actually their flexotube is categorized though. Yeah, there it is. But a lot of their stuff isn't really in the tabs. You just kind of have to go to undefined and then like everything shows up. But it's okay. I'm not mad. All right, so there is... It's upside down. It is, but that's never stopped me before. That, like that. There we go. Yep, that will work. Flip it over. Pop it there. Good to go. Okay, 2 flexotubes. Good. On the sides, then, what do we want to put on the sides? I really think habitation is going to be a critical thing, but habitation, much like everything else, it only affects a certain number of kerbals. Let's see if I go to undefined. Yep. Where is the inflatable habitat? Here. You extend habitation by 86 months. No, you extend habitation by 16.8 months for 4 kerbals. Okay, so adding more habitation isn't really going to do much for me. Because it only affects 4 kerbals. So, like, if I have 4 kerbals... The thing is, like, let's say I have 4 kerbals and I add one of these habitats, right? That means those 4 kerbals are affected by this habitat. They're not going to be affected by another one, though, right? If I put a second habitat and I still only have 4 kerbals, I don't think the second habitat really does anything. It allows me to put 4 more in, but I don't think it actually gives me another 16.8 months per kerbal. I don't think it actually does that. But it's worth a shot. As long as it's not replacing something that's more useful to the base, you know? So let's pop this there. And let's see if there's something else that's more useful. The crushers, the range-o-matic, the airlock, meh. I have the crush-o-matic, and I have the smelt-o-matic. What I don't have is the regular sifter. I don't think I have this one. This produces recyclables. But I don't have any way of using recyclables until I get my science up more. I have to unlock another part in order to before I can even use recyclables. I need another part. So I'm thinking... Johannes. I think that's how you say your name. Last episode that published today, the song name is actually that comment's been asked by 2 other people. So just go look at the comments. The comment's been asked by 2 people. For KSP videos, I almost always will use Otis McDonald's music because I just like it and I think it fits Kerbal Space Program really well. As far as like my attitude towards Kerbal Space Program anyway. I almost always will use Otis's music because he's awesome. But I don't always put the song names if I'm using a ton of songs, but I'm pretty sure it's called Fly Away, the one you're talking about. The comment's been asked already. Okay, I think I'm just gonna put 2 habitation modules on because you're saying it's cumulative. You're saying it's gonna add up, so the problem with these habitation modules, though, is that just to inflate them, it cost 8,000 material kits. So I'm really going to have to inflate them in stages because it costs a lot to inflate them. I think we're good to go. These drills, Kerbitat is going to be in the zone where all the other stuff, not the other stuff. Sorry, I still have a cold. If you hear the sniffing, I apologize for that. It's going to be in a zone where like the ore is not abundant. So I'm probably going to have this. This is probably going to gather up everything else. Rare metals. Probably exotic minerals, if possible. And maybe silicates. Yeah, on that drill. That's good. This drill can do... gypsum? Yeah, we're gonna need that for fertilizer. Oh, we could use minerals for fertilizer too. But I want to save the minerals and use those for material kit production. So, gypsum. How about we'll get a water drill. And then how about uranium? Might as well. This one will do... I feel like there is at least some ore concentration where we are. We're gonna need the rare metals and exotic stuff because that's how you make specialized parts. So we're gonna need that stuff. So maybe I'll put 2. Silicates is, I think, more important though. We already have another one on silicates. Okay. Maybe gypsum. We'll get another gypsum drill. Shit. Go back. Go back. Where is it? There it is. Alright, rare metals, gypsum, and silicates. Gypsum, water, uranium. Rare metals, exotic minerals, silicates. And then this one can be water, rare metals, and exotic minerals. Maybe we'll do another one on ore. I know ore won't be super abundant, but we do need to refuel things, so... We could also just have one on dirt. Eventually we'll just accumulate dirt and we can sift through it, so that's probably a good idea too. Maybe metallic. Another one on metallic ore might not be a bad idea. And another one on gypsum. Why not? Okay, so that's what we'll have for the drills. Let's retract them. I think we're in good shape. The only thing I need now is I need monopropellant and I need battery power. Monopropellant and batteries. So, let's see. Did you just say if I can get 50 years? I'm reading Thiago's comment. If I get my habitation to 50 years, it'll all be indefinite. Is that in the documentation somewhere? I don't remember seeing that anywhere. Okay, so this rocket exists for a bit anyway. These motors are still enabled. Let's disable them. Like that. I need monopropellant for this one. So, what's the center of mass like on you? Let's see. Right there. So, if I was to assume that all your supply of everything is full, chemicals is way up. Do I want to do that? Do I really want to bring the chemicals? I don't think I need to. Supplies and colony supplies, I think, are all that I need here. I don't think I need to bring the chemicals. I'm not ready to make more material kits anyway. I don't have the infrastructure in place yet. But if I have the raw materials, I can at least start producing them. I think it's a good idea. I think I'm gonna do it anyway. If I'm gonna do that, then I probably should have the polymers for this. Polymers. There we go. And then I need to make a container that can hold metals. Then we'll be in good shape. Okay, so anyway. I need... Ugh. Come on, frame rates. You got it. You can do it. Save. And then let's drop this down. I need to go with monopropellant. Radial, please. If possible. Can the radial... Can't really store it radially very well. I think I'll just add it like this. Radial will be a bit difficult. We'll just add it like this. Then I need the thrusters. So let's get here. And maybe we'll just grab these. About like that. Right? Looking good. Looking very good. Okay, that one will be good. This one doesn't need it because this one's not retrieving something. This one's not retrieving. That's not the word I was looking for. We're gonna try not to spoil things. This one's not docking to anything, so that'll be fine. Let's see. I think we're good to go. Kind of want to test it. I think I also need battery though. How much electric charge does this whole thing have? 10,000. How does it have 10,000? I think internally. Yeah, these have electric supply internally. Lots of electric charge inside. Okay. Oh, we're good. They both have mech jebs. No, we need to insert. We need to put mech jebs on this too. I'm not gonna have. Well, this one does. This one has a mech jeb, and this one has a mech jeb. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. For our crew, then, we want to bring as few people as possible. We are going to need a medic inside the medical bay, appropriately enough. Kerbatat, I think it might be a good idea to have another engineer. So I could bring Alejandro. But at the same time, having a miner would improve mining efficiency, and that's probably a better option. We already have an engineer on the mission. And we only need one engineer on the base to get it set up. But the miners, I think they're more important on this. So I'm gonna bring a miner and a mechanic. No, not a mechanic, another miner. Do we have another miner? I'm going to hire a miner. I'm gonna have to hire a miner. Yes, let's hire a miner. Save. Go back to the base. Whew. Is water not needed? Water is needed through the purpose, or water is needed throughout the process for doing two things. You can either use it to create more supplies along with other materials, or you can use it in the process of agroponics and making fertilizer and stuff too, along with other materials. But water as a resource to be consumed is not directly consumed by Kerbals, since we're using USI life support and not TAC. If we were using TAC, water would be an essential life support resource. Okay, so I'm gonna hire a miner. Female or male? I have a lot more male names in my queue, so I probably will do a male. I need a miner. Gonna cost me $1,000. They're gonna be level 1 at least. And if I give them the fearless trait, it bumps their cost up by 20 grand. I don't know what this does. I don't know what it does for me, you know? I just don't think it's necessary. But let's lower the stupidity. Now it's 10 grand. Wow. That's really expensive. Courage can make you not very courageous. Lower the cost by making you less courageous, but also smart. You're a really smart miner, but you don't have a whole lot of courage. You're about like this. I think that's probably fine. This will be a new miner, and I am going to rename this KERBAL later. But right now it's Tridra. Tridra Kerman. Tridra Kerman. Okay, back to the VAB. Oh, man, I can't shake this, guys. Don't ever get allergies. This is my advice for the end of the stream. Don't ever get allergies. It's a bad, bad deal, right? Just a terrible idea. Don't do it. Ugh, it's awful. It's awful. Awful experience. Ugh. Fearless only make them laugh when others get scary. The thing is, like, yeah, but why does that raise the price by $10,000? I feel like it should do something, you know? Or Spaceos or whatever it's called. I feel like it should do something. See, like, it's not highlighting anything here. It's not helping me calculate stage recovery. It's almost like these parts don't qualify or something. It's not letting me know. I'm gonna put an extra parachute, and I gotta believe that's enough to haul that thing down safely. I gotta believe it is. It has to be. Unless these parachutes don't qualify, you know? That's the only way. I don't know. What's going on with this engine? Bring it down to the stage. Then we are gonna stage this, not this. Put that there. Then this one gets staged. Yes, that's good. We need to recover this as well, probably. I don't think so. Actually, this is gonna get us into orbit, so I don't think we're gonna recover this one. Actually, if we're not gonna recover it, hey now, here's an idea. We could save on costs a little bit here. Let's remove this, put this on top of the engine directly. We need to bring an engineer in order to do that plan, though. I don't want to bring anyone new. I need to keep the crew as light as possible. No, that plan's not going to work. How do I build this then so that we can recover this? How can this be built so that we can recover it? The only way I can see doing that is to make this tank longer. But that's just not a good idea. Like, I don't think there's a way to do it. Just not the way this thing is built. We'll recover it later. I guess I'll go and... That's a good chunk of material kits I can get from this, though, if I break it down. If I can go out and break this stuff down, I can get a good chunk of material kits. Maybe it's worth bringing an engineer. If I was gonna do that, then the engineer can take the place of the miner. So instead of having another miner, we need a medic. That's something we do need. So medic is gonna be Andrew M. And then if I bring Shane instead, or Villy, or Michael P. If I don't bring this new miner, but instead I bring an engineer, then the engineer will do all the things the miner can do, plus it can break down those components. Oh, I said I was going to bring Alejandro, didn't I? Yeah. So if I bring Andrew and Alejandro instead. Now, Alejandro should be in the Kerbatat. Yes. Okay, because that's the one with the drills. So, if that's the case, then he can come out and break the stuff down when we need to. Let's do that then. So let's bring this out. We'll get rid of that, and we'll attach that directly to the engine. Then, instead of recovering this whole thing, we'll just have Alejandro go out and break down the engine, the fuel tanks, and all that stuff. And that means we don't have to pay for all these material kits. So I can actually reduce to like maybe there. And we'll fill up this canister with those parts. I like that. That's gonna make it a little bit cheaper. Okay, that's like half my remaining money, and I think we're good to go here. So the last step, I think, is test flight. I think that's the final step, I think. Okay, so good to go here, good to go here. Separates. This turns on. No. Oh. Well, no, this is gonna get us into orbit, so we're fine. Yeah, that stage will get us into orbit, and then we'll break it down. We'll have to break it down in the middle of a transfer burn. No, not necessarily. If I shift fuel from this tank to here, I might be able to complete a full transfer burn, but then I won't have the fuel for here. Gonna have to just be the way it is. Let's just do a test flight, see how much we have left. Sounds like a good plan. All good. I'm not gonna have any SAS for the flight. I kind of want to have SAS for the test flight. I'd like to have SAS for the whole flight, but I can live with it just for the test flight. So let's just pop a. This thing's so tall. I can't even get, like, this is as high as I can go in the VAB. It's so tall. Let's just grab a small probe. Just stick it on the top for now. We'll break that down later. That'll give us SAS, which is enough. Okay, let's save this and launch it. We'll see how this thing can fly. Put nose cones on the boosters and add a fairing. Well, I don't want to add a fairing. Not gonna do that. Nose cones on the boosters might be a good idea, but the fairings are not a good idea. With stock aerodynamics, the fairings end up giving you... The fairings don't give you as much benefit as they did in FAR. If I had FAR installed, I'd totally consider fairings, but with stock aerodynamics, I'm basically just adding weight to it. I'm just not interested in adding weight. I mean, granted, if my payload, if my craft was like really unaerodynamic, which this one's not that bad, but if I was really bad on the aerodynamics, then fairing would be helpful. But with a craft like this, no, not a good idea. It's gonna add more weight. Okay, let's see what this can do. Woo! Oh yeah! We got some horsepower, people. We got horsepower. Oh man. Oh yeah. We got power. Power. All right, get those away from us. And now we're a bit quieter. It's a bit less crazy now as we make our way up. Our set profile is just not quite what I want it to be. Come on now. Get over there. That's better. That's a little better. Just get a little bit more that direction. Very good. Okay, good job. Yeah, actually it flies very stable. It's very stable. With SAS. If I didn't have SAS, well, let's test it. What happens if I don't have SAS? It actually flies pretty stable without SAS too. So yeah, I'm good with that. It does drift a little bit up, a little bit higher, but it's fine. The real question is about, like, do we have enough resources to do what I want to do? So when I finally get to orbit, you know, how much fuel do I have left to get to Minmus with this configuration? If it's enough to make the transfer most of the way with this engine, then we can stop in the middle of our burn, in the middle of our maneuver burn, get out of the Kerbatat, break all this stuff down, and then continue the burn with the other engine to finish off the transfer. That would be fine, but I don't know if it is or not. I don't think it is, but we'll see. Let's circularize here. See if we have enough for this. Let's point towards the maneuver. It's going to be 1,200 meters per second because my ascent profile was not very good. I did not do a very good job of getting into orbit. Do not do it like I do, kids. Do not do it like I do, kids. Charlie, please, can you make my Kerbal fearless? Fearless? Like, I don't know why you want to be fearless. Fear gives you character, doesn't it? It makes you, I don't know, more realistic. I mean, would you really be fearless, Thiago? Wait, Alejandro, that's you. Oh, yeah. Alejandro is Thiago. Well, there you go. See? I'm pretty sure anyway. I might get that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Okay, let's see what we get here. Go! Please face the node. Thank you very much. All right, what do we have for Delta V remaining here? We actually have quite a bit. There's no crossfeed on any of this, is there? No, good. Good. Not sure why I have 2 fuel tanks here. That was a mistake. Unless it's not. It may not be a mistake. That might be okay. If it is, whatever. If we can get up there with 2 fuel tanks, I don't really care much. Can always transfer fuel down to this stage and give us a little more oomph, whatever you want to call it. I don't think we're gonna have enough to get to Minmus on this stage, but we can get close. This actually might work out okay. I think it might work okay. I think. I think I can. And circularized-ish, kind of, a little bit. Good enough. Okay. We are circularized in orbits with, what do we have? 1,145 meters per second remaining. In this stage? Or is it total? That's the stage, isn't it? Sure is. Yeah, 1145 left. We can get all the way to Minmus on this. Then we can break it down, grab the material kits. We can do our... This is perfectly engineered. First try. It works wonderfully. I think this will be a wonderful addition for us. I think it will be. Now, technically, because I have to be fair, right? I have to be fair. I did call a test flight before that happened, so I have to do it again. But, hang on. I do have to go, but I will do it again and send it up again. But I have a call I have to do at 3 o'clock, which it is now pretty much 3 o'clock. So I'm going to have to end the stream here, guys. But you've seen my creation. You are here to witness its birth. It is actually a very stable craft, a very stable rocket going up with plenty of Delta V to do precisely what it was intended to do. This is to get us up and get away and then recover them, hopefully. No nose cones required. It worked really well just the way it is. Then we had this stage, which is going to get us all the way to Minmus, I'm pretty sure. Then we have this stage, which is going to get us to circularize around Minmus with plenty of fuel to spare, actually. Yeah, plenty of fuel to spare, but I probably have too much fuel. I'm not sure about this, why I needed 2 fuel tanks here. I don't remember why that was. I might make an adjustment there, but either way, that is going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been fun. Whew. And I have not said what this is for, but you will know. You will know why I needed to rush this. You will know why I needed it in space now. And you will know why I need a docking port on the top of this. Why do we need a docking port? This is not going to the station either, so it's going straight to Minmus. Why does it need a docking port? Find out next time on Conquering Kerbal Space Program. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.